Surely there's a reasonable explanation for this.
You could stick your reason up your ass. I told you something like this would happen. We never should have stopped bringing the offerings.
Your offerings are a blasphemy before God, and this is his punishment. I won't stand for any heathen idolatry here, especially this close to the church.
What idolatry? The pit to hell is real, and Father Richard knew it all too well. If nobody feeds them hellish beasts, all of us here is as good as dead.
There are no hellish beasts here.
So was it us that killed them cows ourselves, eh? I'm telling you, we've angered hell itself, and now this is the devil's payback.
I've really had enough of this. I promise to have it checked out, and everything will be explained. And now, return to your homes and pray.
This won't end well. We can't drive away the devil with nothing but prayer.
Everyone, go and pray to the Lord. End of discussion.
God bless, good sir.
What happened here?
Something killed the villagers' cattle.
You think it was wolves?
That's what I think. But some of the locals got it into their heads that just so you're aware, there's an abandoned mine not far from here where miners supposedly dug so deep they struck a gate.
Wait, you mean a real gate to hell? Like fire and brimstone? A stench?
The locals believe it. In fact, they even started the custom of bringing offerings in...
Did it work?
How could it possibly work? The whole lot of it's a fabrication. And what makes it even more tragic is that it was the former priest, Father Richard's notion. Can you believe it? I simply won't allow it.
Tell me about yourself. You're pretty young to be a priest.
I am. That's my stumbling block. And even so, the locals won't take me seriously. So I only come here to preach. Otherwise...
So you forbade the offerings, and immediately after, the cattle were slaughtered. What if demons really did do it? Out of revenge?
Or maybe it was wolves. Or anyone who just wanted to make it look that way. I want to uncover the truth. And you can help me. The locals are too frightened to go searching on their own. And I'm willing to pay you.
Is there really a pit to hell in the mine? What does it look like?
It's just a normal mine gallery. At least it was, until a cave-in happened a few years back. The mine was closed immediately after. Some say it was because of the cave-in, others because of the vein. But the locals are convinced it's because a gate to hell opened there. Just a lot of gossip.
What about the priest before you? He's not around anymore?
No, he's not. Old Father Richard passed on, and now I serve here in his place. I pray that the good Lord welcomed him to his bosom, despite all...
How can I help you?
I can only think of one way, and that's to go directly to the mine and uncover the truth.
You want me to go to the pit of hell?
Don't tell me you put stock in those old wives' tales. But because the locals do, you'll have to go to the mine the same way they did. With a bit of food. You'll place it there, just as they did, and wait for something to happen. Meanwhile, I'll go to the nearby tavern, find a few brave fellows, then we'll all meet up by the mine. What do you say?
Sounds like a job for me.
Here, take some food as an offering. And when no devils show up, I'll go and gather the men, and as soon as we're all ready, we'll meet you at the mine.
And where can I find this mine?
You go west from the village, past the old mine buildings, until you reach one that's collapsed. The mine entrance. God be with you. Till we meet again.
Poor girls. What did you ever do to anyone?
It really does smell like hell here. Might there be some truth?
Oh, Jesus. What a diabolical stink. Ugh. All right then. Let's see if we can't lure the devil out.
What the... Where am I? And where did all my things go? Jesus, what the fuck is going on here? Shit. There's no way through. What's this? Did the knight write this? More entries. Also written by the knight? Looks like some kind of contract. It must be important if he locked it away.
There. I am the shield of God, demon. I am Taras.
Anything to steal! Glory of Partridge!
So you live, demon. Not much longer. I'll oil my sword with some wine.
Even more entries.
How are you still alive? How are you still alive?
God.
I can see your blood, devil! This won't take.
More journal entries. Ah, everything's here. All right. My God. How long has he been here?
I wonder if it'll bleed the same as Taras. Vade Satana, humiliare suppotenti manu Dei, contra me sed fughi, invocato anubis sanctu et terribili nomine, quem inferi tremunt. It's still alive? How is it still alive? So you live, demon. Not much longer!
Stop, Taras! I'm here to take your place, under the terms of your contract with Father Richard. I'm your replacement.
What? You're here to relieve me? You've come to battle hell in my place?
I just need to know more.
I'm the one who guards the pit of hell. The final shield between my watch is over, now that you're here.
How long have you been guarding this mine?
A long time. For many more winters than was agreed. He betrayed 5 years. Or was it 4? Time passes so strangely in the dark.
What led you to accept such a task?
I committed terrible deeds. So terrible my soul would surely sink down to hell. Standing up against it, the priest promised me as much. Father Richard from...
Father Richard died. Now there's a new priest in Old Cutler.
What? But he and I just spoke. Shadows and flames! The devil can't get Taras Mura!
I think I get it now.
But I still need your oath. Have you come to relieve me?
Yes. My name is Henry of Skalitz, and I've come to take your burden upon myself. Exactly as it's written in the contract. Let's formalize our agreement outside, under the open heavens. Under the eye of God.
Oh, you're right. We'll handle everything under his gaze. Let's go out. You first, Henry of Skalitz. Up the ladder. Until the oath is made, I can't leave you down here alone with the pit of...
All right. Let's not get hasty now. I can explain everything.
Lord have mercy.
What's going on here?
That's it! That's the beast!
Henry, who is that?
Don't speak to him! He's in league with that demon!
No! You've got it all wrong. I went into the mine as we agreed, and it's there that I ran into Sir Taras here. Sir Taras signed a contract with Father Richard. He was meant to guard the gateway to hell and receive regular supplies from the locals in return. He had me confused with a demon. But we managed to clear everything up in the end. I've got the contract here. See for yourself.
A contract? Well, I was sure all of this was mere heathen idolatry.
Father Richard never said nothing about a contract to no one. All he said was to provide food to keep the pit of hell quiet.
Maybe Father Richard feared you wouldn't listen otherwise. None of this, however, rights the wrongs committed by Sir Taras. Or are you looking to pardon him for slaying the cattle?
I have no need for pardons from you. I've spent years in the dark. Protect meanwhile. You lot broke the promise and forgot about me.
That's enough. Can you even hear yourselves? Can't you see these are the very forces of hell trying to pit you against one another? If you can't make peace, then hell is the victor. And you don't want that to happen, any of you.
He's right. Let's stop now, before someone pays with their life. Sir Taras, are you willing to withdraw?
Henry said that my watch has ended. Is it true? Are all of my sins forgiven?
I'm certain they are. Go with God. Good night. Your watch has ended.
And who's to pay for the cattle? Are we going to just let him walk away?
I'll put in a good word for you at the monastery. You won't go hungry, and we'll have that cursed mine filled in once and for all. And as for you, Henry, you did even more than I asked. You've earned your reward 10 times over. Take this, and go with our thanks.
And my thanks too, lad.
My pleasure, friends. I don't think anyone's ever going to believe this story.
Good day to you. What brings you here?